Welcome to the channel. My name is Aurélie. I'm a Vedic astrologer, and today we're going to be talking about the upcoming full moon. The message today is going to be a little bit short. I'll talk very briefly on some planetary placements and then just a general feeling of the energy of the moon. If you like this channel, if you like being here, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe so you can be in the know of the next video. Either way, I'm glad you're here. And it's sweet sharing energy with you. So thank you for being here. Some of you are putting these videos on your big TV. So if I'm on your big TV, I'm really humbled. All right, let's talk about the moon. First, we're going to have a quick look at the calendar to see kind of how we're approaching this full moon, when it's happening. Then I'm going to talk a little bit about the sign it's taking place in and what that means for all of us, what messages we should focus on and think about, and what's being brought up in our heart, in our life, in our communities, in the world. The moon rules over the people, the mind, the masses, the general feeling and energy of each day. So let's pull up the calendar. So recording this on a beautiful Gajakeshari Yoga Rohini energy. And we're coming up to this full moon. So the full moon is the 15th lunar day. And this lunar day begins on the 15th lunar day and it ends, you see that K1? That's when the moon starts to lose light again. So that's the lunar day of the full moon, okay? You can see on that day, there's the sun that's going to begin its journey to Aquarius because that full moon is going to happen right on the edge for the next couple of months still. We have a certain position that's making that happen. And right before the moon becomes kind of full, we're also having Mercury move in Aquarius, and we currently have Saturn in Aquarius. So when planets are in between, there's a full moon and there's a few planets in between, there's a certain level of instability. So don't consider this day auspicious to start new things. Mercury in between sign, especially heading towards Aquarius. We're already seeing earthquake, but that's not going to get any better. That's definitely little bit of a low grade, just earthquake combination, especially considering this full moon is in the sign of Cancer. So the natural fourth house of the zodiac has been shown to cause just earth events, kind of shake that up a little bit. So just so you're aware, the full moon is going to happen in Europe. It's going to be on Tuesday night, and actually same for California. So Tuesday night will be the night of the full moon. Now, it's great for women. Please go out, have a look at the moon, be under her rays if you can see her. It's a great yoga practice. And it's also really beautiful. A sweet day that's a bit more auspicious is this Pushya, this Monday that's right before the full moon. And Pushya is very nourishing energy. It's this beautiful energy in Cancer that rules over healing. So if you have special herbs, you can take a bath, you can take a herbal bath, you can do something that is on the healing vibration, that's inviting water, the healing of through water into your life. So if you're familiar, if your home is close to hot springs or maybe sauna or places of water, this is a great day if you can find a way to get out of work or take an hour for yourself or even 45 minutes. It's a very sweet day to do that on Monday. I'm going to open the chart of the full moon and we'll talk about the energy of Cancer. Cancer is the natural fourth house of the zodiac. The fourth house is really important. It's our home, it's our overall happiness, it's the wellness of our emotions and the way our heart flows and is able to process feelings, which is really important for our overall well-being. It's really important for our lives, it's important for a relationship. So there's a lot of emphasis on this at the moment. Even if you were wanting to take a review of how you're organizing your home or give it a good clean, this is a really great time to bring in that energy into your life, just to do a cleansing of the home, just to put a lot of energy and effort into your home that it can bring you a bit more happiness and joy and pride. It's a really great time to take stock over what brings you joy and what's your priority moving forward, and how you're balancing out, the challenges, the hard things, the hard work, the dealing with finances. There's taxes. Some of you are married, have a lot of kids, and whatever stages you're at in your life. Consider how you're also nurturing that inner joy. So we all need a little bit of happiness, yeah? Often when we see positions when there's like, and obviously the full moon only happens when the sun is opposite the moon, because that's when the sun is shining full light onto the moon. But I just want to make you kind of realize this, that there's always a push and pull between, home life and work. So again, we're talking about keeping a good balance, that you're making sure that you're keeping your priorities in balance, a balanced life. If you're working for your own self, make sure that you set aside time for your own, just to just be. You're allowed to take breaks. So again, overall work and home balance, happiness of the home, happiness of the heart, reviewing a little bit on your emotional side, what can be kind of reprocessed, changed, release, putting some emphasis around your home and how you're taking care of the home energy, and how it's bringing you joy, and making sure it is bringing you joy. As I said, the day of the full moon isn't so auspicious to start new things, but you can do a spiritual practice, you can do cleaning, you can do journaling, you can do a sound circle, you can do many things on that day. Just it's not, because the planets being in between, it's not a great day to begin a whole new project or launch something. So this is your full moon forecast. If you like this, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Some of you are wondering who's this beautiful Guruji. This is Maharaji. He's a great saint. He was a great saint. He's a great saint. And his smiling face is on my home screen because he brings me joy and a giggle. And when I see that face, I remember not to take things too seriously, and to bring joy into my life, and to bring joy into my heart, and to be a bit more lighthearted with that life. It doesn't have to be this serious. Look at him, he's just so happy. I love him to pieces. All right, happy full moon. Be happy. There's nothing wrong with that. There's a lot going on in the world. I know there's a lot of agitation. It's not like it's going to get any better. We're coming up to next month. There's going to be a lot of eclipses, and things are shifting and things are changing, and new awareness is being brought up. So just, go with the flow and stay grounded, and keep some sort of space and distance, that you're always keeping track of, this is going on in the world. There's a lot of this agitation, all these things. And also, my life is good. I have a home. There is food in my fridge. Tonight I get to see a friend. Whatever it is that's the sweetness and the day-to-day, the grounding of day-to-day life. Remember that, yeah? Keep things in balanced perspective. If you stayed this long, you're getting a bonus. All of you love to not all of you, most of you really enjoy celebrating the February 14th. What is it called? Valentine's Day. And it's actually a really sweet energy. On that Friday evening, it's going to be an Uttara Falguni, and that's a nakshatra that is all about love and romance. So I just wanted to tell you there's a sweet planetary energy. There's a sweet energy with the moon and the overall kind of mind of that. So that's your bonus. That Friday evening is a sweet evening for things like romance, and you can tune into bring to life the Uttara Falguni energy, which is really sweet and beautiful. I'm going to be at my desk for a little while longer. I have a few appointments here and there, so if you want to come in for a one-on-one, you can do that. I'm more on a journey of healing in regards to Vedic astrology. I don't, I answer questions, I read the chart, in my own way, but mostly I focus on a bit of a more healing approach, to be quite honest. I like to look at the chart and where things are stuck and to make sure that we're working on untangling certain things, especially on the emotional side. So if this work calls to you, I just know you can come to me. I make sure to keep my prices that are accessible so that most people can do it. I don't want to bump up too crazy high as of now. So I'm keeping these prices as they are, as I'm supplementing with other teachings and whatnot. So come by the office, and I'd love to have you there, especially if you have things to work on, things to untangle. We can look at your chart, we can talk about some of the placements, and we can talk about some of your difficulty. And I would say one of my specialties to really see people is to really reflect on just the humanity of having the human experience with the reality of what we're kind of bound to experience. Yeah. The way some of the atma, there is soul planets, and sometimes soul planets are entangled in difficult situations, and these are some of our deep suffering which no one really sees or understands because they're our own experience. But this shows in your chart, and it's very healing to just have someone to sit with and really surrender onto that journey, really feel seen and shed some light and loved, and to be able to process. So if this were calls to you, I'll keep space for you in my sessions, and I'll be here, and come to me when you're ready. Either way, I'm here on the YouTube sharing my love. If it resonates with you, that's awesome. If you kind of hate my face and every time you see me, you're like, I'm gonna put a thumbs down, I still cherish you for being here. That's fine. That's cool. I get it. But let's just all be here together and keep on flowing through this wild journey, this rock that's moving through space. And all right, sending you much love. Happy full moon. We'll talk soon.